What's up, guys? We got the new Campo drop. It's live. We got new shirts, the championship ring shirt, the all-team t-shirt. As you can see how it looks on my guys here. We got the new shorts just in time for the summer, and we got plenty different colorways. The website is live. We have a discount code that you can get 2 items and you get a 15% discount. The code is CF2023. Use that at checkout. Yeah, man, just go cop that, man. We've been working real hard to get this different quality, man. We got the tags on there and everything.
Yes,
this ain't a hang shirt, man.
Yes,
go
sir.
get that. We
Yes,
work real
sir.
hard on these. Website's live.
Okay, well, this clip has been going very, very viral. Someone named Judge Joe Brown. I don't know who that is.
He had the show, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Judge
He was
Brown.
bald. Yeah, I think
Bald
he was
now?
bald.
I don't
Yeah.
think he was bald in the show.
Bro, yeah, he had hair. He was light-skinned man. He was
What?
light-skinned man with a beard. Don't you? Yeah. I don't know who that
I don't know
is.
who you talking about.
Yeah, that's Judge Joe Brown.
He used to have hair. Yeah, he used to have hair. Yeah, he was younger.
Oh, I forgot what was he doing on that show again?
He was doing like divorces, settlements,
Yeah.
and all type of
I
stuff.
didn't know he was bald.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he was
He
bald.
wasn't bald on the show.
Okay, I wasn't tweaking.
Okay, I knew I wasn't. He had a mustache.
Yeah, I've seen him recently.
I
That's
knew I
why
wasn't
thought
tripping.
that.
I was like,
Steve
I was
Harvey's
like,
cousin.
bald.
I knew like
That's
Steve
kinda
Harvey
like
brother. Cousin.
Okay, well, I love these clips talking about Trump, where where people don't think he's racist and all these type of things. Well, even in this clip, he talks about Biden, Obama, and a whole bunch of people. So, and the CIA. So, let's see what Judge Joe Brown has to say. Let's get into it.
What is your take on Trump? Is Trump a racist?
I don't think so. I've talked to a number of black entrepreneurs who back in the late 80s and 90s, early 90s, were trying to get financing. They couldn't. Somebody told them to go check with Donald Trump. So they come back and tell me they got a loan from Donald Trump. He gave them a term loan. Show up with the interest and the principal, one check. But they had to go see him personally. They independently relate this tale that when they saw him, he said, "This what you supposed to pay me? This our agreement?" I said, "Yeah." And then tore the check up, shook their hands, and congratulations. Now run your business.
And this was when?
This was back in the 90s.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
And most people don't even know this. He had a sister. Every time you saw him back in the 90s, fine paper bag, brown, beautiful black model. He likes fine women.
That speculation has to stop.
He not even spared the system.
That speculation has to stop after what he just said.
In the 90s, fine
Nah, but he was looking out
paper
though,
bag,
straight.
brown, beautiful black model. He likes fine women. He didn't have any problem with dating a black woman, walking her down red carpets. So, I mean, she says he's not a racist. He just doesn't like many people, black or white. And he appreciates people who
Because he
do
definitely
stuff
are the hell of white
within their lane. Well, not stay in their lane, but where they choose to be. If they do it well, he admires them. Black, white, brown, red, yellow. Most people don't know this. He was the finance man behind Jesse Jackson's 2 runs for
I
president.
didn't know that.
Wow.
So, he talks, but I don't mind somebody talking. I think we've gotten too sensitive to that. That's part of the effeminization of the country. I remember in junior high and high school, hey man, I don't want to say nothing, man, but last night when I saw your mama, man, you don't know I was over there because you was asleep, man. Blah, 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 blah. We ran the dozens. That was our sport. So
Yeah.
we were used to talking about each other. Now, man, he talking about my mama, man. What's wrong with you?
Do you think Trump will get reelected?
I think he's going to get reelected. This impeachment mess we've got right now, there's a thing called U.S. Constitution, and the Constitution says the president is the chief diplomatic officer of the United States. It puts no limits on his discretion. It simply says that if he comes up with any treaties, they have to be ratified by the Senate. If a treaty is ratified by the Senate, it becomes part of the supreme law of the land. The president and other elected and appointed officials are under oath required to follow the law of the land. The State Department, Secretary of State are part of his cabinet and are essentially advisors to the president. He's the boss. So what he does relative to Biden is simply what is allowed and mandated by the Constitution, specifically Article 1, Section 8, that says the president is charged with, quote, enforcing the law of nations. We have an Interpol treaty with various European states and also one specifically with the Ukraine that requires that we basically investigate apprehend, prosecute, extradite criminal elements and criminality. So Biden, out of his own mouth, and I've heard this tape twice, January this year, he says, 2019, he says, I guess I broke some laws.
No, this is before that. He was predicting
a couple
it
years.
because he said they talking about when Trump. When was it, bro?
That's gotta be like 2 years ago. 3 years
So
ago.
this is before Ukraine.
Yes.
So he predicted it. Basically.
Well, he just
Ain't predicted.
He had
He
like
just-
ties over there already.
Yeah, he was saying how Joe Biden messed with Ukraine like that, and
No,
look how we just broke them off.
When he
man.
just said
We had
section, I know what Judge Joe told me. He know what he's talking about.
He
He
know
is
what
with
he's talking
section 1.
Article 8. It
Section
says
1
and I
grade.
quote,
Alright, let's
Yeah,
keep
he-
going.
I-
No,
I-
I
okay,
I like
okay.
Judge. I
Yeah,
like
me too,
Judge.
me too.
2019, he says, I guess I broke some laws, extortion. I told the Ukrainians if they didn't get rid of this
The
prosecutor's name is Skola,
The
I think.
anti-corruption prosecutor.
Yeah, he said if you don't get rid of him, we'd withhold $85 billion in loan guarantees. So his son, who had just been discharged for the military for being a junkie, had a drug problem.
This man is predicting.
Had no history in business. He affiliates with this, and at the time, Biden was in charge of the U.S.'s Ukrainian posture and relations. Obama had signed in that, and by implication, he brought Obama into committing a crime in office, which is a felony. It's extortion. He committed one, extortion, by out of his own mouth, threatening to withhold $85 billion in loan guarantees if they didn't get rid of this prosecutor, who was zeroing in on that corporation that his son had just been hired to represent after Biden Sr. had been assigned by the president the task of dealing with Ukrainian diplomacy. So, son gets $18.5 million out of it, and he has no background other than dishonorable discharge from the armed services for drug abuse.
He's dropping a bomb on him.
One last question. Do you think black people are missing an opportunity with Trump?
Oh, yeah. See, you've got somebody that is not a lifetime Republican. He's been a blue dog Democrat for most of his life. Usurped the Republican Party. So I think this thing I've been tweeting about, no benefit, no vote, ought to be the deal. We haven't gotten a damn thing out of the Democratic Party for a long time. And the last one, number 44, and the one before that, 43, Bush and Obama, well, there are pictures of Bush with his arm around 8-year-old Barack Obama because his stepdaddy, adopted daddy, Lolo Sotoro, had done a lifetime worth of business with the Bushes. Uncle George Herbert Walker, after whom George Herbert Walker Bush, Bush 1 president, was named, founded Halliburton in 1946 in Oklahoma. And Lolo Sotoro had been international executive vice president for Standard Oil.
There was talk of him being a CIA asset.
Well, yeah, see, he ran the death squads for the Indonesian army. On his own call, anyone could be assassinated. So when George Herbert Walker Bush became head of the CIA under the Ford administration, he just got with his old buddy in the oil business, Lolo Sotoro, and pulled off the hits. See, Barack's grandmother has been acknowledged as being the woman that operated the channels through which CIA money went to the Southwest Pacific. So she introduced her daughter, who had just had Barry, Barack, to Lolo Sotoro, and they got married, and Lolo Sotoro adopted Barack Obama. The name was changed to Barry Sotoro. Now, when he went to high school in Hawaii, I know about that high school. I almost sent my oldest son to it. I could afford it, but I didn't think he deserved it.
This nigga Barack wasn't even black for real.
Yeah, no, that.
I know he wasn't black for real, but nigga was like, oh, black person! Oh, this nigga Barack.
Bro.
Hey, no, man. We still ain't had no black president, man.
You gonna be the first one.
No,
Oh, they gonna definitely say your ass. Dad, we say his birth certificate.
If he ain't come up there and say, man, what you doing? That's gonna be the first black president when he say man.
And Lolo Sotoro adopted adopted Barack Obama, the name was changed to Barry Soetoro. Now, when he went to high school in Hawaii, I know about that high school. I almost sent my oldest son to it. I could afford it, but I didn't think he deserved it. 20 years ago, the tuition was $95,000 a year, not including room and board. When Obama went there, I've talked to two of his classmates. They independently state that the tuition, not including room and board, was $45,000. Now, Business Insider reports his income for 2017 at over $200 million net. That's after taxes, deductions, write-offs. For this last year, 2018, they reported it as $570+ million. And that's after all deductions, tax, right? Trump doesn't make that net.
He's talking about Obama.
I mean, even some of the richest people in America don't make that. Why? Because when his stepdaddy died, he was one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth. And he left everything in a trust fund operated out of Indonesia so the American government can't touch it. That makes Barack Obama 1/3 beneficiary for the assets of one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth.
Wow.
See, so we got a game run on us. So, you know that little thing that Bush W does when he gets with Michelle, they giggle and he gives her candy. The inside thing, is that supposed to be the same kind of candy he used to give to her husband when he was 6, 7, 8 years old?
Oh, wow.
That was very informative.
That was a brain buster.
That was pretty crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know anything about Obama.
He knew a lot. And this is a few exit out the thing.
Bro, it was like had to be 3 years ago, I believe. 3 years ago, yes.
Damn.
But how the hell
This
you know
nobody
about
abuse.
what's effing me up is the Joe Biden son situation, because that's
Yeah, man.
that
Yeah,
situation.
his son was the one that was taking money from Ukraine. His son was the one getting paid.
So-
that's like the thing going on now. That's why he was on trial and they try to fake the submarine thing. Like he been getting grilled. Like they're trying to take the eyes off him. His son got a lot going on.
The fact that he said this shit 3 years ago.
No, he's tapped in.
And
He's
the Ukraine
out.
situation happened.
He's the
Joe
rock.
Biden's situation right now
So Biden
happened.
son is on crack. Was disowned discharged for being on crack. Was caught for doing money and deals with Ukraine.
And he said this shit 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Maybe
All of
he
this
stepped
shit is
in.
unraveling.
He,
right
you know,
now.
he like.
Did we get the PPP? How long ago did we get the PPP?
He Eli Pope. He Eli
How long
Pope.
ago did we get the PPP, y'all think?
That was 2020, 3 years ago.
Okay, alright.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I see why Russia probably saw some stuff they wasn't supposed to see.
Who, Russia?
Yeah, they like, yeah, we finna take that shit, man. They doing some legal shit, man. That bitch over with. Y'all trying to hold me in this bitch. You don't need that. They just went over there. Y'all think America end up going? That's probably why America keeps sending so much money. He trying to cover his butt.
That's 100% why.
Cause if we had to go to war because behind this bullshit,
Man, we're not going
That
to
would be
Russia.
bad.
We not
Man,
going to
when does the election start? Like,
No.
this shit coming around next year, brother.
Next year.
2025,
when does it start? In January though?
November.
When is the new president start?
I think the
fall. November?
GOP candidates and stuff starting in November.
Oh, okay. Alright.
November, December, that's when we get to see everybody, at least the 4 2 candidates around that time.
Well,
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Knowing
me
what I
too.
know now,
We gonna go crazy on
that's gonna be
that,
very
bro.
interesting.
well, this was probably one of my favorite clips on the channel.
I ain't gonna lie, he was dropping some bombs.
Bro, the
Oh my
fact that all
God.
these things happened is actually crazy.
No, the fact like that it's all happened in real time, you can't like say it's cap. Like he
Yeah.
really spit facts.
Yeah,
Wow.
he went crazy.
Oh,
But I want to know, how does he know this? Like, who told you, bro?
I would like to know.
Can we talk to them?
That's why people used to joke around back in the gap
Man,
when they
true,
used to
it
say
was so
Obama was
funny
not
about-
born in the
It
United
was funny,
States.
something funny. Obama was kind of hyped because all my people was hyped. But like, it was something funny going on. It ain't no nigga for real, man.
Ain't you, bro?
Bro, you got the left burner. You got the left
Yeah, you remember you seen Hoover?
He had the left burner.
Hey, Mike.
He got the frequency.
He was in Chirac.
Say,
So
Obama, what you ball, nigga?
how he
Go show him your little nigga. I've been waiting on you.
how he ended up in Iraq though?
What you mean, right?
Shot right.
He was in Chicago.
Chicago ain't all rough, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
it's not.
yeah,
It's
Chicago
one of the
is
richest-
rich.
one of the richest states in
We get
America.
money for real.
In the north.
Well, I
Well, he
Chicago-
was on the basketball team, I think.
So Chicago had
Let me
been
see
counted.
this basketball
Chicago
team
been
look like.
rough for
Man,
a
let me see if
long
Obama
time,
was
bro.
in the hood for real.
But every side
Yeah,
to
the
that,
black part of Chicago, not the rich part of Chicago.
Yeah.
Let me see what his
You
basketball.
think he was making enough money to live on the rich side?
Did you not listen to anything
Bro,
bro just said? The fuck?
Bro, yes he was.
Oh, it's
He was getting money for real.
What are you talking about? He didn't
Oh,
listen
my
to
boy.
us. He just said his dad was the top
Bro.
richest person in the world.
Do you think that he
You
would
think
have
he
just
lives in
died
a
there and be
village
like,
with
who your dad is? If he a nigga, man, get your ass up out of here.
You
You
think
ain't handle
he grew up around broke niggas and was
And
smart
was
enough
the
to become the
president?
president?
Come on, bro.
Right, yeah, you is right.
Let's really think about that question.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
He was just out there hooping with you know, Larry Bird,
Bob Cousy.
cousins, and
Let me see, man. Put Chicago. Put Obama, Chicago. I gotta see.
bro. You just heard what just happened.
But
What black person you know
Chicago.
in Hawaii?
That's actually one of the
It's a
most
lot of
expensive
black
places
people.
to live.
Well,
I swear
military.
it's a lot of black people everywhere. Man.
Military.
It says black people in Wyoming.
Hey.
Facts said otherwise, brother.
Nah, it don't matter, man.
They
What
said-
college he went to?
He was talking about high school.
Hey, you talking about high school? What college go by?
High
$1,000
school is in
95.
Hawaii. High school is in Hawaii.
There's expensive possible in Hawaii.
There's like a boarding school. Had
Yeah.
that man, you paying
Right.
$95.
So you know it's taxing.
But he used to live in Chirac.
Bro, you live in Chirac, you live in Chicago.
I mean,
He was a politician in Chicago.
That was too long
That's
ago.
what I'm saying. She lives in Chicago, not Chirac. There's two sides in there.
Yeah, I don't know why you think just because Chicago and black people were poor. I got my frat brother.
You thought what
from
you thought he
Chicago.
was Jay-Z?
I got
You
two
thought
frat
he
brothers
made
from
it out
Chicago.
of the
Both of
trap?
them rich.
I said he made it out the trap, man. He thought he was Jay-Z.
I got two frat brothers from Chicago. Both of them rich.
He thought he was Jay-Z.
He graduated from college. They pulled off in a Mercedes Sprinter van.
Now Michelle might be from. Hold on.
Now Michelle, yeah.
She had a little.
Yeah,
hers
Obama
pretty
is from
big.
I just got
Catalan.
nigga Michelle.
Michelle looked like she had a little something.
Michelle might have been out the trenches. That's why he
Michelle definitely got more.
Michelle is
trenches.
from Chicago.
Yeah, she got more
She
trenches.
from that. She from Chicago. She went to Princeton and Harvard. She ain't from no trenches, boy.
Nah, yeah, she not.
Don't play with Big Michelle, little boy.
Hold on, man. I'm looking at the.
But she played with our food in school.
She
So
said, y'all-
for that,
she said, y'all little boys and little girls too fat.
I mean,
I wasn't too ordinary
It
fool.
was pretty big school, you know.
She's a good amount actually.
She was in Chicago, man. She was on the south side of Chicago.
Boom.
She was on the south side?
She was on the south side.
She was in the trench, baby.
I go one more thing.
All right, guys, this is a great clip. Let us know what y'all think about the clip. We're out of here.